Gold mining in the Imperial Valley really didn't happen to a great extent until after the railroad came through. This artifact that we have in the collection at the Imperial Valley Desert Museum is very significant in that it's dated very early to this period. This is a Liberty $half with a date of 1856 on it. And it was found at a site right next to the Southern Pacific Railroad in Oglebay, which is the area near Tumco. At the Imperial Valley Desert Museum, we've been hosting a traveling exhibit called Gold Fever. It's an exhibit out of Oakland, and it focuses on the 1849 gold rush in Northern California. What we've done is we have added to that with local artifacts and kind of local stories about gold mining here in Imperial County, which still continues, which is started early in the 1870s, had a big push around 1910 and still continues today. And the exhibit kind of walks you through the history of the 1849 gold rush and then ties in our local stories as well. One of the coolest things when we did the research for this exhibit that we have on the 1849 gold rush in California is that we were able to match names of at least these three people, Thomas Johnson, Daniel Davis, John Lynch, who were all listed in the 1850 census as being in Northern California. They were 49ers. They were here for the gold rush. Then by 1901, all three of them are living in Oglebay. All three of these guys are now in their 70s and 80s, but still mining at the Tumco mining site. This case is full of artifacts on loan from BLM, and these are all artifacts from the Tumco mining site. Though there were 500 people living at Tumco and mining, the town itself is very temporary, a lot of wooden structures that didn't last over time. And when the gold kind of wasn't profitable anymore, it seems like people just dropped their tools and left. And so for many years you could go out and there were lots of things, but as people traveled out, they went and picked things up, and eventually that got back to BLM. These are collections that no one is quite sure where they're from. People had picked them up hiking or visiting. Today, BLM is a very strong advocate. You don't pick anything up at the site, and you go and you kind of leave your footprints, but don't take anything else.